We're now moving on to the next topic. Will be the response to sheriff regarding temporary grant of limited commission for correction officers at the Benton County Jail. Do you want to start off, you or?
Well, I can start. Drafted a letter, I think it was sent to you yesterday afternoon. It kind of outlines, call it a plan or whatever, steps forward on how we address the issue of limited commissions with the sheriff. And because he sent us a couple letters, I think we need to respond to those letters. And I think this letter does respond to that. It explains to him what we're looking for, and how we can help him solve that issue on the warrant service and those types of issues. So that's what we need to get a response out today. November 30th is coming up before we know it, especially with the week of Thanksgiving coming up. We're not going to have a meeting that week, so I think this is. And I would ask that we sign the letter and send that to him, or give that to him, deliver it to him.
Well, I would agree. We need to make our opinions known about the situation. So I would like to send the correspondence. I'd like the commissioners to sign it. And that's where I'm at.
I actually read this letter a few different times, and I guess where we're at is we're in a position right now where there's actually three routes that I see. One, taking over the jail back, or as far as having the sheriff take over the jail, which I don't think that's going to happen. The second thing is actually work with the sheriff in regards to actually trying to continue to have limited commission. The third one is actually trying to keep limited commission for a while longer, while we turn around and actually go through the process and receiving the, where we actually transfer the CJTC diplomas over to the Department of Corrections, where we're actually under the different RCW to be able to implement certain things, such as the limited arrest authorities. I'm looking at this letter, and to be real frank with you, I do want to be able to work collaboratively here. And I think what we need to be doing is actually just kicking a letter going, look, first of all, I appreciate the 30 days of limited commission till the end of the month. I'd like to be able to actually have this indefinite. We're in the process now of actually transitioning. We're ordering patches and badges and logos for the vehicles. And let's work together. The thing is that I don't care if I like him or he don't like me or whatever the case. It's bigger than us. I'm looking at the employees here. I'm also looking at the citizens. I'm looking at the judges. I'm looking at a multitude of different areas here when we first started this endeavor. And the reason I wanted to go into this transition period is so we could actually be a little bit more smoother. It is what it is. We have a great opportunity right now to actually work with the sheriff one-on-one, or kick out a little bit of a nicer letter and go, hey, let's get together. It's about the people. It's about safety. And let's get through this transition together.
Well, if I may, Mr. Chairman,
absolutely.
I think the letter is in response to one or two letters that he sent out while I was on vacation, and I think we're trying to address those issues that he outlined in those letters, and that's why the letter is written the way it is about the limited commissions. That it's not his liability; it's the county's liability. So it's always the county's liability. It's not his liability. we are going to maintain the same standards on hiring practices that have been taking place. We'll continue those. So, I don't, I think his concerns, I think, are addressed in that letter. And we gave examples of other limited commissions that he issues for the bailiffs, who he has no control over that in the sense of hiring, background checks. So, I mean, it's to reassure them that, we're going to maintain the same standards that have been in place for decades with that limited commissions, So I think we're willing to help him, so he doesn't have to have deputies come in to serve warrants, in the middle of, or after court, because, the court makes decisions on 72-hour holds and such, and they issue warrants and service, and so, the jail staff can take care of that and not have to have a deputy or someone come in to do those type of services. And, to work cooperatively, because, I'll say, I think we had it all worked out. We had it all worked out with his staff and our staff, and it was going, I think it was going very well until he inserted himself back into it. So I think it was all worked out. Yeah, there's some things, on where the employees go and that kind of things, but I think that the work that we did prior to the official date, I think, covered all of that, and it's just now getting that stuff in process. So I think the letter is asking that we're willing to work with him and point out some things, some issues that he brought up to explain how we're dealing with those issues. So I think the letter's fine. I think it explains it, but I just want to reassure correctional officers that the jail is not going back to him. That would be devastating to them. And so that I'm going to assure them right now here in public that that's not going to happen under my watch. So, because I know they have concerns that have been expressed to people, and I just want to make sure that's very clear.
Okay.
So I think the letter asks for, that we're willing to work with him, and there's a real straightforward path on addressing this issue.
I think the letter's a little rough.
In what way?
Well,
If you want to do some edits,
if we could kind of just, I guess, soften this up a little bit. I mean, we talk about the transition in the very beginning, whatnot, and like I said, we need to draw the line in the sand and actually go, look, we're taking over the jail, you work with us, we'll work with you, give us limited commission, we're sure would appreciate that. If you don't mind doing that, we'd also like you to talk about continuing with having basically the high expectations and the qualifications for the vetted officers, for someone to be able to do the polygraph, the background investigations, those types of things. I'm just kind of looking at that letter. It just looks a little rough. I mean, I just like to see it softened up a little bit when you're, somewhere there, like, hey, let's start working a little bit collaboratively. I don't see that.
Well, I mean, if you want to make some edits to it, I'm fine with that. Get with the staff and do that, and let me, look at it. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that.
We're definitely going the right way. I mean, we went from not having commission, now we have limited commission. I'm going to get full-time limited commission, because that's going to be easier for all of us, and.
But I'm just concerned about the 30-day, the end of the month. That's what I want. That's why I asked to bring it up on, because, we're running out of time in the sense of when we meet.
Yeah, I mean, we could even make a letter that's so simple, going, look, Yakima County, as far as other counties actually do this, Can you give us limited commission on this thing from here on out? And let's start working collaboratively and see how that goes. I mean, I think we're in a perfect position. I think hopefully the environment is now right, where we might be able to make that full transition so we can start. It's not about us. It's about the sheriff's office, about the commissioner's office, patrol.
Well, it's never been about me or you or Jim.
I'm not saying, I'm just
about
clearing
doing
that
what's
out.
right. It's about doing what's right.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
And I think he was looking for a response from those letters. This is a response to the letters. I think you need to respond. We need to respond to him.
I would agree, and I think this board has chosen a direction, and I think that's the direction we're going. So I don't, you can use words like cooperation and collaboration. I've heard those now for 30 years. Sometimes they don't mean anything, because you gotta have two people that can get along, or you don't have any collaboration, cooperation. So, I like the letter. So, I don't like sending letters back and forth. I'd like to send a letter, and then I'd like to contact the sheriff and say, hey, can we get a kind of a meeting between you and the commissioners? And can we sit down and talk about the future? Because I think that's the discussion we need to have.
That'd be great.
And this morning at 8 o'clock, down in his office, that's exactly what I told him. That, we gotta work together to the betterment of the people that are here. So, you don't have to like the way I mow my lawn. But we need to work together. And it's been a message I've had for 30 years, it's not gonna change. I've had a lot of things that went on in my political career that I didn't like, but that doesn't mean I didn't sit there and help people out. So, here we go.
So I guess I would ask you, Sean, do you want to propose another letter? Or what's your preference? Or do you just want to get a meeting together?
You don't,
In the near future, so that date doesn't put pressure on anyone coming up?
I think that'd be a great way to go in regards of, at least a letter being a little bit more focused on going, hey, look, we need limited commissions. We have it right now, I'd like to keep it. Here's our documentation that other counties have actually done this program. We sure would appreciate you try, because it's going to be a lot better for, and then throw in that last paragraph that you have in there. And I think it's perfect.
Well, some counties, where the jails are under commission, it's a mixed bag. Some have commissions
Right.
and some don't.
Like DOC, for example, Walla Walla, they don't.
They don't, and
Where
they
you
found a
Ackerman,
work
Spokane.
around it, and
Right.
that's what, they don't do it, and the sheriff comes in and takes care of all of it. So, I mean, it's, but I think I'm willing to keep those duties within the jail, if he's willing to give limited commissions.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we can go and have a meeting then with them, I don't know if if Jared and Commissioner Beaver wants to go, or myself, or let's have another meeting come up, maybe in fact, I'll have you on come with this Tuesday. I don't have an issue at all as far as talking about that. We can kind of talk to them a little bit, try to smooth some things out, see if we can
That's not a problem.
go forward on Tuesday.
Not a problem at all.
Are you game for that?
Good. It's fine.
I know you got an excuse because you can be
Right.
taken up to ECA.
Yeah, ECA.
Okay. Mr. File.
I'm good.
You good? All right, so that's going to be kind of short notice. Hopefully the sheriff will be available on Tuesday. I guess we'll see what goes on there. But no, I appreciate it. I mean, I think we're going in the right directions, gentlemen, and I appreciate that. I really do. I want this to be done. Well, go ahead and, anything else for the cause?
Not right now.
All right then, thank you all for attending. Our next regular board meeting will be this Tuesday at 9 o'clock at the courthouse in Prosser. Nothing else for the cause, we need to be adjourned. Thank you all.